I go by yours truly, Lavore Boomman Sanders, and this is the Free Game Friday podcast, brought to you by the Ultimate Artist Experience. I got three of the biggest promoters, club owners, reality stars in the city. I got Dorsey, I got Bocce, and I got my boy Smurf. You know what I'm saying? So this is the Atlanta. Say again.
Say what's up, my boy.
Oh, for sure, for sure. This is the Atlanta Nightlife edition. So, I really want y'all to do me a favor. First, I want to start with you, Smurf, since you're right here on my left. Tell them who you are. You know what I'm saying? What you got going on. You know what I'm saying? In the city. Whatever you want to let the people know about yourself.
Okay, I go by Smurf World. You can look me on Instagram, Smurf World. Nighttime, nightlife promoter, club owner. Been holding it down, keeping the nightlife partying. 20 plus years in Atlanta, born and raised in Atlanta, whole family in Atlanta. And you need a party, birthday party, whatever, holla at me. You know what I'm saying? Artist, been out here whole life, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of history right here in this table, man. So a lot of people been seeing everybody grind, been seeing your grind.
For sure.
From day one, MMI days,
for sure.
Everything.
Appreciate it.
Saying? So I'm proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
Everything
Thank you, sir.
Going on and stuff like that, man. I support everything you got.
Likewise. Thank you. The feeling is definitely mutual. My boy Bocce.
What up, y'all? K Bocce here. Man, I've been in this industry around the same time, about 20 years, throughout college, high school, professionally as an adult, restaurant owner, nightlife influencer, liquor brand curator. This has kind of just been my bread and butter for a long time. Was able to parlay my days as a promoter into other business ventures. We're now doing concerts and festivals. So it's a blessing to be in this opportunity and be a part of this industry that a lot of people don't know too much about.
For sure.
You've seen it, you've frequented. It's been it's been recreation for a lot of people, but in terms of the business side of it, there's a lot of myths to be disproven. Okay. And a lot of information within the nightlife industry that a lot of people aren't aware of. So, like Smurf said, we've known each other for a long time, done some events together way back when. I've had the pleasure of working with both of these gentlemen in the past. So, blessing to be here.
All right, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Dorsey.
Shit, I grew up on the east side, went to Stevenson High School. I'm probably the youngest out the crew.
Okay.
Started out throwing high school parties, kept it going, college parties. My old business partners are Tunde and Sean. They own LVRN now. Boomman used to have dreads. Don't know if y'all knew that. But yeah, man, these guys, I've all worked with everybody. My new philosophy is restaurants with a vibe. We all growing up, so that's kind of the thing to do now. I don't want to call myself a restaurateur, but shit, next couple of years I'm gonna have a whole bunch of them.
That's what's up. So let me kick this off by asking you this, Dorsey. Is the party scene dead in Atlanta, or is it more like just vibes? You know what I'm saying?
It's just when I say it's transitioned to a different style of party. There is no us in this generation that's now. Okay. We used to go find old warehouses, restaurants that closed at 9 o'clock. We was there at 10, done by 3. Right. Cleaned up by 5, and there was a restaurant tomorrow. So it's like there's no 18 up parties, there's no high school parties, there's no 18 up promoters. So like the people that's still throwing college parties and the things that we was doing back in the day, it's still us. So it's like, I don't think the transition of age to next group to next group to next group is happening no more.
Why do you feel that way?
Because there's nobody like us in this new generation. There's not a lot of people that's out there really trying to stand on their own 2 feet and be cool with not having it all at the same time, but looking like we got it all at the same time. So like, I know us four for sure done been around the world,
Yeah.
But like, we've been through a lot of things where people will never know we went through. And shit, we definitely have put on a nightlife for over a decade. But I just don't think there's a lot of people like us trying to do the things that we did back in the day, and it's left to us again.
So Bocce, how do you feel like the current state of Atlanta nightlife is? Like, what do you feel about it? Is the money the same? Is it not the same? Is the feel the same? Is it not the same? Do you feel like this is it's growing or it's dying? Like, what's your thoughts?
Well, I think you kind of got to dig a little deeper into what social media has done in terms of the sense of entertainment. I'm a little bit older than Dorsey. I think me and Smurf are in similar age groups, but we came up in an industry where there was no social media for real. So, you know, when I started doing events in high school, you know, the internet was really just being introduced.
Right.
So that connection of really having to know people or building out your, you know what I'm saying, your phone list, your contact list, and passing out flyers. I come from that generation.
I come from that generation
And so,
too.
you know, the relationships that were built, they were genuine. It wasn't like, you know, I saw this person, I followed this person on Instagram. I've never met this guy or this female in my life, but I feel like I have some type of a relationship with this person. So there's a very large disconnect in the audience when you think of, you know, the nightlife experience. And a lot of what we started and you know, how we got into the game has been watered down as well. When you think about it from the artist standpoint, like, if you booked an artist that you probably heard or just saw on TV, it was a big deal to go to the club and see your favorite artist there. Now you can just go on the phone and follow their whole life.
So booking artists is not a thing anymore? Like, is it?
Well, it depends. Like, you know, speaking for Atlanta specifically, Atlanta's one of those cities where everybody lives here.
Yeah.
So I think the wow factor and the excitement of seeing artists is not what it once was.
Yeah.
You know, I can walk in the grocery store, walk in the mall, and see your favorite artist. And particularly in Atlanta, because I personally feel like we are the black mecca of the world, it's a very inviting city. Like, you go to other cities, you probably got to check in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you come here, it's very inviting. So that camaraderie that artists get with their audience and their fans is probably different in other places. So it's like, you know, it's like, yo, if I see 2 Chainz, if I see Tip or Future's, like, what's up? It's not like,
Right.
I don't
Exactly.
think too many people are
starstruck, yeah.
At least coming from our generation, because we've seen a lot of these guys from the bottom up.
And I think one of the issues is too, everybody feel like they're a celebrity in Atlanta.
That's true, and that's a gift. That's
like,
a gift and a curse. You know?
I threw parties just like you guys did too. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all know me from throwing events and throwing parties as well. And so when you throw in an event, everybody wants to feel special, and everybody everybody feels like they're somebody.
The sense of entitlement has definitely watered down the excitement of being out, because it's like there is no real VIP. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people have been supporting you for 5 years. You're gonna make him or her stand in line.
Right.
And if you do, then they're looking like you, damn, bro, I remember when you was doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, I think that has definitely changed the dynamic of what nightlife is in the city right now.
Right. So, Smurf, I want to ask you this. What you do, is it more lounge-based or is it more party-based?
Party.
And so,
Because most of the people that come to my parties are people that have been partying with me since high school. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So it's like they go hit me up. Hey, my birthday coming up again, you know what I'm saying? So they come out, they have a good time and stuff like that. So, but Atlanta is so big now, there's so many different people coming here doing things, parties and everything like that. But we got like a cult following, you could say, because they grew up with us. So I don't really care how Atlanta change, and you know what I'm saying, this person might be hot one day and not hot one, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, the next day.
Yeah, because I got my following, you know what I'm saying? I can, like right now, I own my nightclub in Marietta. I'm
Right.
not from Marietta, but I came in Marietta, crunk up the party scene for 5 years, and I bought the owner out. Now I own the spot and running the whole thing, you know what I'm saying?
So if you wanted to, how do you get involved in owning a club or a venue? Like, what is the start and procedures? Like, y'all all own venues or own the venue. Like, how do you start to own a venue? Because, see, my platform is really an educational platform, and I know people might want to be just like y'all. They might want to own a venue. Like, how would you start, or what is the, like, main factors? If I wanted to say, hey, I want to own a venue, what is it, like, the do's or don'ts, or the pros and cons, or, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I think.
Go ahead, Bryce.
I think it's the approach in which you want to. Let me just dispel a couple of myths. People feel like ownership of a club is like the ultimate goal. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if you think about it, it's more real estate than it is entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what part of town do you want your venue to be in? What is the demographic in that area? What is your lease? Do you want to own the property? Just do you want to pay rent as a tenant?
Right.
So there are, like, you know, I feel like a lot of the promoters that were younger than us, they always had this, and you know, we're no different, because I think at some point in time we wanted to be owners. You know, but having been in that space, it's a lot of smoke and mirrors there that people don't really understand. So when you say wanting to own the venue, it depends on what are you looking really to do, because you can have a partnership and have just as much say-so as the owner does. That owner
So let me start
may
at
not know anything about clubs.
let me start at the basic then. So let's start at the basic level. If I wanted to throw, because we all come from the party scene, in today's time and age, if I wanted to throw a successful event, how would I do that? Or what does that look like? Or what does that take? Because like you spoke on earlier, Dorsey, we came from the days where you passed out flyers, maybe did some radio, you know what I'm saying? You actually
I think that
DM.
the four of us different because we kind of like got a co-following, like he said. It's almost like we kind of grew up here. So it's like, if Instagram go down today, I know the four of us gonna be here regardless.
Right.
So it's like, we can still
The Rolodex
do
is long. The Rolodex is
and
long.
we've been doing it for a long time. Ain't nobody can say not one bad word about no four of us for sure. I don't owe nobody no money, and I promise all y'all probably answer the phone because y'all don't owe nobody no money either.
For sure.
So I just think that starting to throw an event, you have to know you have a crowd. Like, everybody wants to own a club and own a venue and own a restaurant. It's like, once you do that, where are the people coming from?
You got to figure out who you're catering to.
You
Right.
got to.
So who do you cater to?
That's the question.
Yeah, who do you cater to?
To be honest with you, I cater to a similar crowd in my age group. You know what I'm saying? I'm closer to 40 than I am to 30. So
Right.
I know the things that I'm interested in. My crowd has also grown with me and identify with, similar characteristics in which the things that we like. So like, it would be damn near impossible for me to throw an event for an 18-year-old.
Right.
I don't know what they relate to.
Right.
So I damn sure don't listen to the same music that they listen to.
For sure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With the exception of a few artists, but just knowing what my demo is like. I've always gotten, whether it was club owners or people who are on the outside looking in, wanting to invest, like, yo, why don't you come do, a part over here? But I've never been to Duluth in my life. Like,
Right.
I can probably tell you some things that'll help the situation, but
Right.
I'm gonna stick to what I know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So trying to, one of the things that I pride myself on now is trying to understand my audience, the analytics behind digital marketing. So that way, if it is a situation to where I've outgrown the nightlife space, I can still take those same practices and apply them to concerts and festivals.
So when y'all promote to y'all parties, because I'm trying to really dig a little bit, right? When y'all promote to y'all parties, are y'all using the internet still? Are y'all using the radio? How are we doing the promotion, or is it just word of mouth?
I use every form.
It depends on this situation, because like, he might not throw all of the every forms on tomorrow's party.
Yeah.
But like, his festival, he's using every situation possible.
Right.
Like, we all throw events almost on a weekly basis.
Right.
So like, I'm not gonna do the million things that I can tell you with the different TikTokers and social media platforms like Baller Alert and Shade Room and things like that on my everyday weekly party.
Right.
But we definitely implement every situation you can
So,
think of.
so let me
on a big
ask you.
event.
Let me ask you this: if somebody, and I want all y'all to answer this question. If I'm an up and coming party promoter, what advice would you give me? And I'm gonna start with you, and then you go to you, and then we'll
Identify your audience and really tap into them and try to grow that audience. That's almost with any situation. I know you preach that in music too.
Yeah.
Just figure out what your base is and try to keep growing that base, and then figuring out how you can get the new people added to that base crowd, rather than trying to go throw something in Duluth. And I've never been to Duluth before.
Right.
Shout out to Duluth. We ain't knocking that.
Shout out to the North. Shout out to the North. Shout out to Bookwood Bones. You know what I'm saying? Capone and all them boys out there. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? What's his name out there too? In the North, man. Dream. Capone. Dang, what's my boy? Temple boy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the promoters on the North, man.
To answer that question, I would say identify what your purpose is.
For sure.
Right? A lot of people get into this industry or this game for different reasons. I remember when I was coming up, I like being active. You know what I'm saying? I was active in school. I was active in my neighborhood. I was just always active. So this was a creative outlet for me. But as I progressed and I got to college, I would meet other, other people like myself, and we all had different reasons. Right. If I needed to help my mom out with bills, throwing parties and events was the way I made money.
Exactly.
Some dudes, they just wanted to be a part of something and be cool.
Right.
Some dudes did it for chicks. Some dudes did it, just to be a part of the group. So identify what your purpose is, because that'll help you identify your audience.
Okay, cool. What about you? If you're giving somebody some advice who wanted to start in this business, what would you, what would you tell them?
Well, you got to find out if this is what you want to do. You can't just jump to be a party promoter. You got to go to the parties. The people got to pick you. You got to be the person that's in the club. Everybody say, oh, that's Smurf or that's Bocce. You know what I'm saying? They gonna know you. And then once you start doing it, somebody, you know.
So basically, you're saying it's in you and ain't on you.
Yeah, from a higher aspect, go say, hey man, get these flyers. That's where neighborhood superstars.
Right.
You know, shout out, you know, long live my boy Wallow the Shot Caller. He the one who said, hey Smurf, I see everybody know you at the party having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Put these flyers in your hand, start passing out flyers. Then I worked my way up to tearing tickets at the door, to talking on a microphone, to becoming a promoter and everything. So it's kind of like college, you know what I'm saying? Like people go pick you to be like, hey, where you got a party at? Because you seem like you have a good time. So it's a whole step from before you start making money.
For sure.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Building-
hard. So,
building that brand.
so let me ask you this: what made you want to become a party promoter, or to even start in the promotional world? What was your aim?
The short version is, to be honest, me and my brother went to high school together. So we lived.
What high school?
North Springs High School.
You gotta shout that out. My daughters went to North Springs.
For sure?
Yeah, my
Okay,
daughter
that's
about to
what's up,
graduate this
that's
year
what's
from
up.
North Springs.
Dope. So
Yeah,
we-
off Roswell
we-
Road. Yeah, I know where it's at.
They used to have this thing called the M&M program, where they would bus kids out from like the south. I think they did on the east side too.
My bad, really, I didn't mean to cut you off. And I think I went to middle school with your brother. He went to Miller Grove, right?
No,
Ridgeview, right?
Yeah. My oldest brother went to Ridgeview.
Yeah. I think for
So
sure.
we lived in College Park, but we went to school in like Dunwoody, Sandy Springs.
Right.
So if you're familiar with the MARTA system, it's a lot of stops in between. So even if we missed the school bus, we was always on the regular bus. So just doing that and having, you know what I'm saying, cats who lived in your neighborhood that might have went to Creekside or Westlake or Banneker, we had a well-rounded network of people. By the time I got to Dunwoody, they don't know nothing about College Park or East Point.
Right.
But I had friends over here, friends over there. So my brother, he did his first event, and he partnered with a lady by the name of Nicole Gardner. Nicole went to Westlake.
Okay.
And she was like Miss Westlake. You know, my brother was that guy, you know, at our high school.
Right.
So, but we were all from like the same part of town. So when they collaborated, I saw that. And I think at an early age, I was just like, you know what? That's dope. Even if it don't make me no money, I just love to bring people together. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I stuck with it. I took that experience. I was doing the talent shows at my high school, going to other schools, you know what I'm saying? Getting kids to come out to high school parties. Because at that time, we had, what was it, Envy?
Right, we did have Envy, yeah.
Yeah, like we still had high school clubs.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, just seeing that sparking, like what it was like to create and actually make people come out with no cell phone or no Instagram or no Facebook.
That's hard.
By word of mouth and passing out flyers and getting on the bus and pulling up to somebody's school before the let out and, you know what I'm saying, trying to get the flyers off. Yeah.
Dorsey, what got you started, man? What was your inspiration?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. Kind of what Smurf said. I was kind of like doing everything in high school, and Tunde kind of was like, "Hey, put these flyers in your hand and just see if you can bring some people to the party."
Shout out to Tunde, man.
For sure. Between Tunde and Sean,
DJ Incredible.
DJ Incredible back in the day. We just started doing high school parties. I was a good student, so I kind of dressed up once a week. They just used to let me say my stuff on the morning announcements.
I did the same thing.
Them boy were destined to be millionaires. Team Millie. They said Team Millie.
Millionaires,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, for sure.
So, but nowadays, my real interest to stay connected in the nightlife industry is the people. There's probably not another industry, maybe besides the music industry, that you can be hands-on with the people every day of the week. And that kind of sources a lot of my other businesses. So like, I'm out 7 days a week, if I got a party or not, just to shake hands and kiss babies.
For sure.
Because that kind of leads to everything else. Once you come to my joint, now you're my promoter.
For sure.
Because you done took a video or
For
whatever
sure.
at my establishment. So nowadays, that's really my interest, to stay connected to the people.
For sure. And I want to just give a quick shout out to Kobe and Slim. They the reason I got started in. And you know what I'm saying? Me and
Shout
Slim
out
was
to Slim.
me and
Shout
Slim
out
was
to
real
Slim,
tight
for sure.
coming in when I was like coming out of high school, going through college. So I started like in college. You know what I'm saying? Seeing them come up. You know what I'm saying, doing parties with your brother and stuff like that. They got me started in it, and dude named Luke down in Valdosta and Head and Albany. It's a lot of people that I watched and just got information from, and it got me started. And so, you know, I do all right, you know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta show them the pictures from back in the day.
I do all right. I done did some historical stuff. I'm still doing it.
you
But,
did, for sure.
You know, I
For
read
sure,
out a
for
whole
sure.
hotel. And then I seen y'all try to
remember
emulate
that.
me.
Who?
Wasn't it y'all that joined each other?
Boy, I was at Georgia Southern and Savannah State. So
Yeah. No, you remember I really, did somebody try to do a whole hotel? You remember I was the first one to do a lock-in party.
As far as like an event, you saying?
Man, I rented out a whole hotel and threw a party in it. You know what I'm saying? And I remember somebody from Georgia Southern tried to do it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Then I wanna talk about this though, right? And I wanna kind of get deep. What's the state of the Atlanta nightlife when it comes to, it's a lot of crime and stuff going on and people feeling safe. You know what I'm saying? Is it safe? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a lot of people say they don't feel safe going to certain places anymore in Atlanta. You feel where I'm coming from? How do y'all feel about that?
And see, that's one of the things that
that's
we're
touchy.
defending right now. We get a lot of different things put on us that's not even really us.
For sure.
So like, if opium is on 10th Street and Spring Street in the middle of the city, and something happens on 8th Street and Spring Street while I'm open, it
They
happened
don't
at
get the
opium.
blame for it.
You feel me? And when Susie calls down the street and says, hey, they're shooting at opium, I don't get the privilege or anything to even defend myself and say, hey, bro, no, it was not. I got
was 2
police
blocks over.
outside my establishment.
So you keep security.
I get police every day I'm open. So, like,
So
if
if
something
somebody wanted to
happened-
come to one of your venues, it's safe.
For sure. And if a shooting happened at my establishment, my police would have had to
Right.
call it in.
Right.
So it's like we're setting up different nightlife situations and boards where we're able to defend ourselves, because a lot of things get put on nightlife that just happened at night.
Yeah, and it's an unfair thing. You know, if you're talking about the current state of club safety or nightlife safety, Atlanta is a very unique situation because we were the only place that was open during COVID.
Right.
So
You know, during quarantine rather. So you had so many people from various cities that came here.
Bro,
They was already coming to
We've
Atlanta
never
anyway.
had no metal detector at Cheetah. Cheetah was like a safe zone.
There was
Cheetah
never metal
a-
detectors
You
at
can
Lennox.
walk in there and just eat your dinner with your gun on you. There's never been a fight I've ever seen.
Right.
I'm talking about during COVID, shots outside.
Yeah.
Was not no Atlanta resident.
And I think it was just, you know, and I've had these conversations with the mayor's office, with, you know, city
I
officials.
know
and all that.
you like a politician out here. You gonna run for office?
Give it some time.
I'm trying to get behind you.
I just might. I just
I'm trying to
might.
get behind you. I believe it.
I'm
You know what I'm
behind you,
saying?
big
But
dog.
on a serious note, we had to dispel a lot of things because it's like it's easy to target nightlife because it's fun, right? And a lot of what we do is not regulated in the same sense that other businesses are, right? So we didn't have a committee per se. There wasn't like a union for nightlife,
Right.
You know, and a lot of the people in our industry, we come from real entrepreneur backgrounds. Like
sure.
we didn't work typical jobs.
Right.
So it's easy to attack what you deem doesn't have the control or the backing like other businesses may have.
Right.
But at the same time, like if 100 people from Detroit, 100 people from DC, 100 people from New York, LA, and everywhere else descend on the city and at the same time, like you can't just hold this nightclub accountable
Right.
for a shooting that happened
Right.
at the mall
Right.
or a shooting that happened outside the movie theater at a restaurant. But you know all these people can be in one place and they party, so it's easy to say, hey, it happened over there.
Right.
There were more shootings at the malls than there were
Right.
nightclubs.
No, I got you. I got
They
you.
ain't charging nobody to go in Linux.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that the year of 2020, it was a blessing for us monetarily. We made
A lot of money.
A lot of money.
For sure.
You know,
I
but
think
it
everybody
came,
did.
It came with a lot of backlash.
For
You know
sure.
what I'm saying?
It definitely came with a lot of backlash. So I want to put it on a lighter note. We talking about club scene, Atlanta nightlife. We ain't touched on the females in the dating situation in Atlanta, man. Do you feel like Atlanta is a place to be in a relationship?
I think it's not even just.
Oh, you know what that was?
City thing. I think it's the social media, man. Like I think it's not just in Atlanta because we all travel the world. I don't think it's an Atlanta problem. I think it's just a culture shift from
But
being accessible.
I'm speaking in Atlanta though. Is
Okay.
it? Is, you know, you got
As
something.
it pertains to what? The city or our line of work?
No, just in the dating scene, in the nightlife. You know, people used to go out, find people, hook up, and you know, you could date. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it worth dating in Atlanta?
It depends. I mean, what do you aspire to do? Do you want to be married? Do you want to build a family?
So
Do
that's
you
what I'm
just
saying.
wanna
Is it
be
a
there?
place that you should come if you're trying to build a family, be in a relationship, or not?
No offense to myself, not opium. But it's like there's plenty places that you can go find someone.
Right.
Like if you go into the club, are you looking for your wife at the club?
I'm
'Cause
not
she's
saying
most
I'm
likely
not saying
dancing
you
with her
looking
friends.
for a wife. I'm just saying the dating scene in Atlanta, man. You know, it comes with the nightlife territory. You find somebody, you hook up,
And
you
I just
date.
think
We
you have
can
to
curse,
date
right?
outside
yeah,
of
you can. This ain't,
nightlife.
yeah.
Okay, the shit kind of fucked up, but
Okay, so let's elaborate.
Yeah,
Now we trying to get into Atlanta nightlife,
Yeah.
man. We trying to see
but at
what's
the same
really
time,
going on.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, right? You have individuals that have this fixation of what they feel like social media portrays and
Right.
what life is really like, especially in the dating scene. But they use the club as an excuse to say, oh, this person's always in the club, but that person's always in the club. That just might be their release, or, you know what I'm saying, their vice or whatever. But at the same time, I'm not going to the nightclub to find my wife. If she happens to be in there on the night that I was in there, God is good, so be it. But those are not my intentions to say I need to find love when I'm in the club. Now, me, I'm single, right?
Right.
I've never been married, I've never been engaged, and some women that I've dated, they had a problem with what my career was, and I understood it. But I
Right.
also let them know off top, like, hey, this is what I do, this is what
So
comes
it's
with
hard to date. Is it hard to date?
It
as far-
depends on
being in that,
what you
being
like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, some dudes, no offense, some dudes, they're okay with dating ladies of the night. That's cool if that's what you like to do. That may not
That's
be
what
my
you
cup
call
of
them,
tea.
ladies of the night.
Ladies of the night. You know what I'm saying?
Ladies of the night. That's what you call them. That's what he just started a new term. Ladies of the night. Hey, so we got a lot of ladies of the night in here. Do we have a lot of ladies of the night in
On the
here?
flip side, you have women. Listen, but on the flip side, you have women who
Don't let me find out you're a lady of the night.
listen, but on the flip side, you have women who may not want to be with a dude who's always outside.
Yeah,
And it's
Mr.
understood
Outside.
and it's respected. Just define what it is that you want in
Right.
your person.
So
It
basically,
may
you
be a
can't.
bartender,
You
it may
ain't
be a
finding no wives.
politician.
You only gonna find ladies of the night.
I ain't say that. You know what I'm saying?
Not really.
It's some of everything in the club. Because,
is, for
because
sure.
we're the promoters.
Right.
We know pretty much everybody. So you might have I know you got your situation and stuff. I'm not talking about you.
No, you
particularly,
cool.
but
You cool. You
You
good.
might break up with your girl. So
Right.
she might want to come to the club, but she might not be a lady of the night.
night.
Or she might be a lady of the night.
But she might be looking for another. She might be
Give it
looking for
enough
somebody
time,
good to
go find
shut
out.
off. She might be looking in the wrong place, but she might be in there. She might find somebody that probably be on the same situation. But you know what I'm saying?
You got some women that
We got a new terminology. You saying that every night. Oh, she a lady of the night.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
That's classy way to put it.
You have some women that are okay with being club decor.
Club decor. I love it. I love it.
I love it. Go ahead,
Club decor.
You have some women that are
That's a
okay
proper
being
term.
club decor.
Right.
Meaning, like, you may see these same 5 to 10 chicks in every guy's section on a weekly basis. You know those girls are.
Oh, my God, you
Like,
got me crying.
I can go in
man.
5 different clubs. I'm gonna see the same pack of females.
Oh,
Right or
man.
wrong.
Club decor.
Club decor.
Right.
Hey, somebody you got to make that a shirt and sell that. Ladies of the night. That's it. And club
Y'all
decor.
know, a lot of us was hired when we was growing up.
Right.
To bring them in
the
there.
club decor. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
y'all bring the 20 girls with y'all so it can look nice, so the guys would spend their money and do this, that, and the third. And
Right.
we all
And
grew up
you know,
doing
and
that.
So do you
Somebody may
feel
like
like?
them and,
So do
you
you
know,
feel
more
like
power to
the ladies of the night in the club decor choose specific type of men? Is it a certain type of man that you?
1,000%.
I see him jump. You know what I'm saying? Because
How high?
I probably be in the venue
Right.
every weekend for 5 years, you know, doing what I'm doing, making my money and stuff like that. But we put it together. We go put, you know, scammers over here, the dope boys over here,
Okay.
the guys over here.
And
the
that's
guys
what
over
they-
there.
and the
But
ladies of the
girls-
night are
girls
looking for
don't
those.
Do this right here.
Right.
But we like the ringleaders of the whole circus. You
Right,
know what I'm saying?
right.
And
So
you
we
got-
see everything. You know what I'm saying? So
And
We
you
sit
gotta
them the right
understand.
ways,
and
and
you
you
gotta
know, you
understand.
go here, sit with them. and-
Oh, so y'all putting the club decor
Yeah,
in the
that's
right
it.
spots.
Dorsey can attest to this. Like, you use some of that club decor to get bottles moving in sections.
Nah,
so,
for sure.
You get what I'm saying? Because if
So it's a method to the madness.
yeah, they
For
gonna
sure.
come in.
I
you
got a
gonna
guy
let
that
them in
comes by
free, they gonna look
himself
good.
with his 2 security guards. And our job is to sit some club decor in the section so he can spend some money. Or he gonna sit there with his 2 security guards because he don't even drink.
So if they're club decor, and they ladies of the night, is their legacy tarnished if they ever wanted to get in a relationship?
Go to another city.
Absolutely not.
Go to another city.
You gotta go to another city. It's dead in the A. It's dead in the A because we done seen you too much.
People go out of.
Oh, they
go
get
out of
burned
phases,
out.
They burnt out, so it's over with.
After time, you know what I'm saying, for a female, you know what I'm saying, get burned out. It's some new ones come back, you know, every summer. It's getting hot right now. When it gets hot, you know what I'm saying, you gonna see the new, you know what I'm saying?
So,
it don't stop,
It
man.
goes both ways.
It definitely goes both ways.
So if you, ladies, if you're looking for a husband, do not be a lady of the night. Or club decor, cause you got a expiration date.
But now, see, some of our clients are looking for the club decor to be their wife, cause
that's what they into.
for sure, some
okay.
might have
So
been
you-
lame in
so
high
you-
school, some just got money all of a sudden, like and this is what he
Some for
dreamed of,
everybody.
and we sat them right in the intersection, and now they married.
Think about all the ball players, right? I'm just gonna say football specifically, right?
Okay.
How many NFL players can you name if they don't have a commercial? Right? You gotta think about it this way. NFL players, they play their whole career with a helmet on.
For sure.
These dudes come in here, these chicks don't know who they are.
Right.
Because they ain't never seen their faces.
Right.
It's not like you're a basketball player where
Right.
it's 10 guys on the court and we see your face. You got on the helmet. So when those guys who just got that big contract or he been in the league for 5-10 years and don't nobody show him no love, he could be a perennial Pro Bowler, all that. But the chicks don't know who you are. You always got a helmet on.
Right.
When they come in there, they got to leave with their wallet.
Right.
So they don't have time to get to know you. They want the club decor because they know what time it is.
For
and
sure.
they're gonna leave with their wallet. So if that's what you went to and that's what you're looking for, more power to you.
Welcome
sure.
to Atlanta.
Welcome to Atlanta.
Welcome to Atlanta.
Speaking of welcome to Atlanta, I know we kind of short on time, so I want to get your best Atlanta club memory. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh man.
Shit.
Yeah.
How much time we got?
got about 10 minutes. Hey,
That's
we
a
got
lot.
more time. but
No,
you
no,
know.
yeah, what you said.
What's your best Atlanta club memory, Smurf?
Wow.
What time frame?
Time frame?
You know what I'm saying?
I think we all got the same time frame, cause this new Atlanta different.
Is it? In what kind of way?
It's just not the same. Like, it's literally based on
I don't really go out as much
Instagram.
no more, so I don't
Like,
know.
I know you. That's why. Yeah. For sure. Cause even the older people that was older still liked to party with us back in the day, cause it was a party. Like,
Right.
we had fun.
Do you ever think we could get back to that?
No.
I don't think so.
Y'all got to come to one of my events. I party.
I come to your events and you definitely party,
Yeah,
but you have events. We end up throwing parties.
For
You feel
sure,
me?
for
So
sure.
like our weekly parties back in the day was still fun. I'm talking about couldn't wait till tomorrow.
Man, I remember.
to be there.
But we were younger though. You don't think the young kids still do that? You don't think they have fun?
Man,
Nah,
the
they
people that
don't-
was our age back then was just as excited as we was.
Yeah.
For real.
And
Like,
we weren't looking to go to the club to fight nobody or.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what
I
I'm
don't know.
saying?
In my age,
Well, I
people
mean,
came to the
it's
club
all-
just to fight.
Yeah, I mean,
For
for sure,
real.
but it-
I remember I used to go to the bounce,
The,
but it was.
the music was different too. So
Yeah, it was.
the music set the tone. The music set the tone for the party anyway. So the
Okay.
music was more vibrant. It was more
So-
friendly.
so-
It wasn't
so
opt
let's-
this, opt that. So I don't.
Yeah, I got you. So I want to do this, and we usually do this, and I know we short on time. So before we get out of here, I want to see if anybody in the audience got any questions for anybody real quick, and we could probably take one for each person. So if anybody got a question for anybody, I think this would be the time to ask now.
we could fight back in the day though. We can't fight now.
Nah.
Anybody got any questions? Go ahead, my man. Good question.
You got options. You can come by my restaurant. I'm sure Dorsey got something.
You gotta
open.
say what your restaurant is.
Sauce Buckhead. So it's down the street. It's not a club. It's a lounge. Great food. You can get your hookah on. We play good music. It's a chill vibe.
Y'all got good hookah?
Absolutely.
Y'all got the heat activated hookahs, or y'all got the one with the foil on the top?
See, you a hookah connoisseur.
I'm not a connoisseur, and I'm not club
Gotta
decor.
be. I got Revel tonight. Revel Atlanta, and then a couple of my restaurants open. Seasalt, the main one off Howell Mill. I think that's the nicest one. Same vibe, good hookah.
Yep.
I don't smoke hookah, but I heard it's
either.
good.
Who got the baddest women though?
As far as what?
If you're looking for ladies of the night,
Oh man.
which one?
You
Which
talking about
spot?
tonight?
Yeah, tonight.
Well,
That's
tonight-
what he looking for. Well, I don't know if that's what he looking for. He might.
He got a strip club today. So
You brought your lady of the night with you. You brought your club decor with you.
But they
I'm messing with you. Forgive me. It's all in good fun. It's all in good fun.
Yeah. Tonight I got a strip club party at Club Rain.
See, we didn't get on the strip club. We forgot you do strip club.
I'm doing both. I got a strip club party going on at Rain tonight, and then my nightclub, Tiger and Marietta.
So how is the
going
naked
on.
hustle going right now?
It ain't the same, but it's.
What do you feel? Why do you
cool.
feel like it's not the same? Do you feel like because of the shortage of funds, or you feel like it's too many options? You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
Nah, the strip club used to be about people coming in, entertaining the females and all that type of stuff. You see more people pulling out their cell phones than the money these days.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
But it's still money in the building and stuff like that. But it's a hangout spot now. You know
I got
what I'm
you.
saying? It's not more like the gentleman club no more. Cause see, even with the strip club game, I got in the strip club game. Kamal's 21, 2010,
Right.
and it was no promoters back then. You know what I'm saying? So I was winning. I was killing the game because I was like one of the only
Right.
promoters killing the game. Cause pussy sell itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I started doing it, other promoters started doing it and stuff like that. Now it's more like, oh, let's go to a strip club. Who promoting there?
Right.
That used to be
Let
the
me ask you
regular
this.
club,
Let me ask you
know what
this
I'm saying?
question,
So it
and this kind of touching. I told you I don't really do the drama. It's more for educational purposes, and I have a little fun. But it's I hear a lot that the club owners in the strip club have sex with all the strippers. So
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know?
Man, I've been doing this for like over 10 years.
So
I ain't
is
touched
it
none
a
of the
true?
strippers. I
Because
just get
as
my money.
promoters, they typically get with the baddest women that's in the venues. Is that still a thing? Is that what go on? Is that a stigma? I ain't trying to put nobody out.
As far
You
as the
probably wouldn't
owners,
be
I
that
don't think
long.
they
You
mess
probably
with
have
it.
some drama if you in
Yeah.
there for that reason. But
sure.
me, I'm in there like, I work well with the strippers. They all promote my parties wherever I'm at. Oh, Smurf go be here, he go bring out the guys and all this stuff. At the end of the night, everybody paying to get in. I'm making money, they throwing money, they making money. At the end of the night, we high five. I see you next week.
For sure.
That's the way I move. You know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying? That's why I could be in the strip club
touchy
for
subject.
a lot of years and do
sure.
it. Because the managers and everybody, like, if you coming in the strip club, you're a young promoter, you making money, and these managers and owners, they probably be doing that. So when you start dipping in their shit, they gonna get you out of there. You know
For
what
sure.
I'm saying?
For sure. So in closing, you said you had something you wanted to say in closing?
I mean, we all probably do, but I know, like, for me, after having done about 10, 15 years in the promoter, like, people always felt like, that was the end all be all for, for your career. And, I just wanted to kind of dispel that myth to say, like, because you start in the nightlife or in the club industry, that's not the end for you. Like I said, I knew I was getting burnt out. You know what I'm saying? When I came into the game, it was on the microphone. And I was labeled a host for a long time, even though I was still promoting, and I was a phenomenal host. But it would be nice where I don't feel like entertaining you. You know what I'm saying? So, but I had the popularity, I understood my craft, I understood my demo. So for me, it was like, yo, how can I transition out of this?
Right.
And I just kind of ordered my steps to start moving in a different direction. So liquor brands came calling. I've been working with Beans on Tour for like 5 years. That's Cavassier, that's Trace Generations, that's Maker's Mark. I had a stint with Hennessy. I've done things with Adidas, and all of that really came out of me being in the clubs.
sure.
But I always looked at it as it's a career. It's not like a hobby or a job.
For sure.
So now the next step is concerts and festivals, and that's what I've been
I'm on
for
that
the
wave.
past 2 or 3 years now too.
I'm on that
So,
wave
yeah.
with you. So what's the festival you got going on right now?
Coming up in June, we have the Jollof Food and Music Festival.
That shit was crazy last year.
Thank you. So for all my Africans, my Caribbeans, we wanted to do a festival that was catered to that. I'm Ghanaian.
sure.
My parents were born and raised in Africa. So I wanted to do something outside of the norm for myself. I'm an R&B lover. I did my first concert last year for R&B, Drew Hill, Tony, Kiki Wyatt. And we've all done
Right.
a number of events with every artist you can think of.
Right.
But to really home in on concerts and festivals, I felt like that was the next step for me.
That was the
I can't
evolution.
be 50, 60 years old in somebody's
Right,
club.
for sure.
But I can do festivals until the end of time.
Right, for sure. So it definitely evolved. Got
Shit,
anything you wanna say?
I'm kind of in the same mode as him now. I'm almost burnt out. I'm a little younger than them, so I'm kind of trying to stick with it as long as I can. This 7 days a week and entertaining people gets tiring.
For sure.
So like the parties, especially with us not being Instagram based, data based, and stuff like that, we kind of gotta stay tuned to the people. And if I tell Bachi as my customer, I'm not going somewhere, he like, all right, bet I'm gonna just see you next week. I'm not going either.
Oh yeah.
And those are the
Sure.
type of businesses now I'm trying to stray away from, because like success isn't you having to be there all the time.
Right.
Right.
And right now, I gotta be there.
Yeah, and see, and that's and for me in business, if you have to be at your business all the time, it's not a sustainable business.
sure.
No.
It's about
It goes as you go.
exactly.
sure. Yeah.
That's you wanted to be able to run with you out without you being there. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I don't see the owner of Walmart at Walmart.
Exactly.
You get where I'm coming from. So I definitely get it, and we could chop it up. You know what I'm saying? I got some principles. I'm still working just like you, but I got
can't
some
wait.
stuff.
Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? You got any closing words you want to say? And let people know where they can follow you, find you. I'm gonna do that with everybody. If they want to, what venue you got going on? Cause I know we at your spot tomorrow celebrating. We just
Yeah,
came out with a
Tiger Saturday,
compilation
man.
at Tiger. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I remember every time you have a project from back in the days,
Yeah.
man, you know what I'm saying? You always come through. My bad.
You good?
Yeah, man, but yeah, man, this Saturday, Tiger, authentic enterprise
Good.
going down.
For sure. You got anything you want to say? Venues, people to come to, events going on. I know you talked about yours.
Yeah, Sauce Buckhead, Camp Creek Soul Music Festival. We just kicked that off. We're doing a 8-month series throughout the spring, throughout the summer. The Jalop Food and Music Fest is coming back. This will be our second year. We did 10,000 people last year. So just continuing to build, get these concerts and festivals rolling.
Y'all can check out most of my restaurants. Seesaw ATL, we're in Virginia Highlands, and Howell Mill. Goodfellas Pizza, we are 14th Street. Hungry AF, which is like our fast food concept. That's right outside of South DeKalb Mall.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite of my establishments. We open right around the corner from here, called Tulum.
Right.
Everybody went to Tulum during 2020.
Right.
So we about to open a tapas and tequila restaurant near Bachi, called Tulum. And got a couple more things going on, but
Y'all killing
definitely
it.
check
That's
me
hard.
out, Dolo Dorsey on Instagram.
Yeah. You got to shout out Chris too, man. I know that's one
That's
of your,
my dog, Chris
Yeah.
Stainless.
Shout out to Chris Stainless.
Shit, he definitely paved the way in a lot of different scenarios with us. He's more of our operations on our business team, so he helps me not have to be at our
Right.
establishments.
Right.
He was one of our younger big homies in
Yeah.
Club Miami. Like we all kind of,
yeah, Club
got in
Miami.
there,
You know
so
what I'm saying? My
that's
boy
definitely-
Steph got me in Club Miami dealing
sure,
with Chris.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Memories right there. Something
Club
everybody
Miami for
Yeah.
sure is a big,
Yeah.
big time of all our
Tess,
life.
all them boys,
The
man.
dopest thing, we all have worked together at,
For
at
sure.
some, you know what I'm saying,
For sure.
some capacity, some form of time
Yeah.
over the years, and everybody excelling. So it's just a beautiful thing.
And I knew you because of Ish. You know what I'm saying? Pat, Bachi.
Yep.
You know, like I said, I went to Thera High School with Ishmael. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ishmael. And I went to middle school, Ridgeview.
with my older
Yeah, with
brother.
Pat. And, You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, can I give another shout out though, man?
Go ahead.
I want to give a shout out to P Brown over there, man.
for sure. Shout
out
out
to
P.
Been grinding for a long time.
Living
man.
legend.
Helped put a lot of
sure.
artists on.
Yeah.
Rock the stage, man.
Living legend in the building. P.
sure,
Brown.
for sure.
We got to do a one-on-one. That's coming soon. We got to do a one-on-one.
And all
P.
the clubs that we ever got to check with, whether
For
they
sure.
up and coming, old, new, from
Yeah.
Boogaloo to Opium to Gold Room
To the Libra, shit,
to
shout out to
Mansion,
Felix Murray and
you know what I'm
that shit.
saying?
And
Yeah.
Like a lot of those club owners helped pave the way for us and gave us opportunities when some, you know what I'm saying, when some spots didn't. And
For sure.
we all made great history and money together. So it's a beautiful thing.
Well, yeah, and I appreciate y'all, man, for coming onto the platform.
Thanks for
This is
having me,
this is a historical moment. Like I said, y'all deserve y'all flowers. Y'all are the best, some of the best that ever do it in the city. You know what I'm saying? Ever in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure some people that's not here. You know, and I know a lot of Africans are running the city right now, so I know a lot of
Shout
them
out
is
to
going
Africans.
crazy. Oh,
Yeah,
for
the
sure,
Young
for
Ones,
sure.
AG
Yeah,
Entertainment,
for sure.
Surge.
For
Yeah,
sure. You know what I'm saying? They been killing it. You know what I'm saying? But as far as us that's from here, you know what I'm saying, that lived here, went to school here, grew up here, man, y'all, you know, I admire y'all, grateful for y'all, appreciate y'all, man. Y'all deserve y'all flowers.
And
Thank you,
shout
bro.
out to Big Bachi too, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to Big Bro,
Definitely
man.
Yeah.
And I go by
man.
K Bachi, so don't get it. You know what I'm
Very
saying?
inspiring, man.
For sure.
It's a couple of us.
The old bookhead, man.
For
When this
sure.
was the old bookhead, y'all
Yeah, I know.
was on.
Yeah, the
yeah.
112s and the
Yeah.
visions.
It's so crazy.
It's just real quick, like even with us, like I was 14, 15 in the 21 and up club. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, we got our roots way back, passing out PSC mixtapes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like in middle school and high school, getting in the club. So, this ain't nothing that happened overnight. We all got history. We all, you know what I'm saying, grew up from the turf. So, yeah, it's love.
All right, thank y'all, man. Look, this is Free Game Friday podcast, Atlanta Nightlife Edition. It's a wrap, man. Y'all already know what it is.
Peace.
Big A, not the little one. Let's get it.